Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I got 50K, by
Thanks,
the way.
Annie. Over and out.
Oh boy, sheep. I mean, they're your points. Spend them how you want. Well, hold on. Hold on there, buddy. Hold on. Hold on.
Stay here, boy. Is that a bunker?
All right. Are y'all hotties ready to finish My Immortal? Okay. We're going to put this on just chatting. Please remind me to change it back. Big appreciate on that. Just whenever. It doesn't have to be right now if you don't want it. Oh, no. I want to read it now because what I don't want to happen is for me to want to end stream like being tired and hungry. And then remember that I got to read like 16 chapters of a fan fiction. And also, I'm going to change Deadpool's light. Goosey, what color do you want? What color do you want on Deadpool's light? August 2019. August 30th, 2019 is when this game came out. Nice. Rotation? Oh, like rainbow? Uh-oh. It's been so long since anybody asked. Don't tell me the batteries died. I may have to refund your points, Goosey, just because I don't feel like going to get new batteries. Ugh. Come on. Nor, please. Don't tell me you guys are dead just from sitting in here. No, pooper scooper. Good bean energy? Absolutely. I can go good bean energy. I will go good bean energy. Because I do not feel like going to get new lights. Come here, good beans. Can you tell I've been like out of stream practice for a second? This is for my therapist friend with EMDR, something like 80% on minimal to no PTSD symptoms for after 6 months for something like that for single trauma. That's incredible. I'm going to get 2. I'm getting down to nothing but the shit beans. I got to buy a new thing of good beans as well. Okay. Welcome back. We're going to read My Immortal. I think I left off on 16. Well, that means we're going to read the rest. Okay. Are you sluts ready? Oh, wait. Let me get some ambience. Here we go. We'll get an EDM remix going. That is... Why is that so loud? Okay. It's like on 10% volume and it's still loud. We're ready, whore. Okay, chapter 16. Author's note. You know what? Suh, okay? You're not... Prove to me you're not prebz. Raven, you suck. You fucking bitch. Give me back my fucking tweet. Or supposed to writ dis. Raven, WTF, you bitch. Or supposed to do this. BTW, fangs to Brittany 5655 for teaching ma Japanese. We ran to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena. Speaking of a whole new era, did you see? Yes, I did. Yes, I absolutely did. Yeah, and I've heard them a bunch too because they play the radio at work and they're massive hits right now. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter, girl. It didn't matter because I know that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we stated moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly Gerard pulled off his mask, so did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was Volsamort and the Death Dealers. I love her fits. The dressing montages. The dressing montage is so good. It's so good. WTF, Draco, I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time, even if it's MCR and you know how much I lick them. What cause we, he gadgeted uncomfortable because guys don't like to talk about you-know-what. The Blair Witch video game is based 2 years after the Blair Witch Project movie. Oh yeah, okay, so 94, right? And then 96 is when the game takes place. Her Sailor Moon transformations with Gothic are great. We love and stan. We love and stan. By the way, if you're coming back and you're confused as to why I'm suddenly reading My Immortal, it's because Sheep did my 50k redeem, which means I gotta redo it as something else. Dragon, can you remind me what the next ones were supposed to be after My Immortal? You sent me a couple. Let's see. Yeah, because we know you. Because I yielded in an angry voice, but you can tell she's not friends with Raven anymore because the editing has gotten terrible. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time we're going with an escort. OMFG, WTF, are you giving into the mainstream, I asked? Or I guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. He muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. Anobi, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing "The World is Black" by GC to me. Gee, that's good Charlotte, by the way. I was flattened because it's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. When your friend breakup ruins your art. Okay. Raven really did a lot more than we thought. She really did. She was the backbone. She's the backbone. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I will have to, I said, and then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. Hajime mashite, girl, she said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. Dat means how do you do in Japanese. BTW, Willow was that fucking poser got expelled. She failed all her classes and she skipped math. Author's note, Raven, you fucking suck, fuck you. It serves that fucking bitch right, I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like Death's Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii. Bloody Mare. Shook her head lethargically. What did Raven do to piss her off so much? Stole her sweater. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Honestly, it's a mystery, but they had a falling out of some kind. OMFG, let's totally go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty card. No, my head snaped up. What? My head spin. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked, sure it would be Draco or Diabolo or Vampire. Don't even say that nam to me. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our Brahms. OMFG Dumbledore? I asked quietly. When you say kawaii to the Bloody Mary? Remember, Bloody Mary is Hermione. Bloody Mary is Hermione. Diabolo, but she spells it Diabolo. I'm pretty sure that's Ron, and Vampire, I'm pretty sure, is Harry. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. I forgot they got new names. Why do I remember this? Why? We were going in so much, like, so limited space up here, and I'm like, up here, my immortal plot points go up here. They're stored in the brain. We were going to a few punk goth stores, especially for the hot concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was like, OMG, hotter than Gerard, except not, because that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. Now I get what My Immortal is. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, Yuki? It's a true cultural landmark. Da real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. So the game was released on Windows and Xbox August 30th, 2019. And a PlayStation. I didn't even know this game got released. I had no idea until VDub played it. I think I literally bought it the night I saw VDub play it because I had no idea it even existed. This one flew completely under the radar for me. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again. I cried. Sounds really swag. This was a different era, Yuki. I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out in a very low cut with a huge slit. Oh, my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you free because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you going to be at the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am totally. I looked back at him. Hey, BTW, my name's Ebony Darkness Dementia Tara Way. Oh, because she changed it from Raven. She changed it from Raven to Tara. Wait, what's yours? I'm going to give it to you free because you look hot in it. I fucking wish, right? Tom Ridd. Oh, is he Tom Riddle? Is he Tom Riddle? Is he Tom Riddle? Tom Ridd, he said, and ran a hand through his black dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you tonight. Maybe I'll see you tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going there with my BF Draco, you sick perv, I yelled angrily. But before he could beg me to go with him, Hargrid flew in on his black broom looking worried. OMFG, Ebondi, you ought to get back into the castle now. Chapter 17. I want to shop at this place as well, you see. Chapter 17, author's note. I said stop flaming da styro. If you're a prep, then don't read it. You can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. If you are, then fuck off. PZ Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. I'll promise to give you back your poster. Oh, the friends are getting back together. The girls were fighting. Now they're getting back together. I was gonna ask what Loloto brand would be her favorite. We all know it would be Moi Même Moitié. I can't say that brand name. Moi Même Moitié? Whatever. Okay. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said that he would help us with makeup if he wanted, because he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. Hargrid kept, you know what? We will give her this. She has a lot of bisexual queer male representation in her stories. We love her for that. So, because the French with the offers, truly the drama behind the scenes is the real story here. That is the real story behind My Immortal, is the drama going on. We do love the queer rep in My Immortal. Representation matters. Hargrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. What WTF, Hargrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fucking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. Hargrid went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly. Because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and black blood red mini skirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy boots, and showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big boobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic. So are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yes, I said happily. I'm going with Diabolo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diabolo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought they were OT2. Diabolo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons of makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tower. Oh, I fucking miss Warped Tour, you guys. I miss Warped Tour. God, you pay almost no money and you get to see like 30 bands in a weekend. Bloody Mart was going to the concert with Dracola. Dracola used to be called Navel. Neville got a name change, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth and his real family were vampires. They died in a car crash. Navel converted to Satanism and he was goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's black Mercy Benz. Get it? Because we're thick. Dad Lucian gave to him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Big boobs and anorexia. Truly the ideal body type of the time. It really was. It was not a good era to be a girl in that time. Navel converted to Satanism and he was goth. Yes. Launch those questions, sheep. Launch those questions. We love the 3 food groups. Pot, Coke, and crack. Why would you do crack if you had Coke? It's fine. I'm not going to question it. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long, raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. A high tanner, yes. Sheep redeemed the My Immortal reading, so we're finishing it. He had long, raven black hair and piercing black eyes. He was really skinny, and he had an amazing ethnic voice. We're just gonna move past that. We moshed to Helena and some other songs. What are some other songs? Because you just keep saying Helena over and over again. You can really tell she doesn't know. She really, no. So there's a lot of theories on who the real Tara is, but the best video on it is, oh my God, EC, what is the video? Thank you so much. I forgot her name, but she did a deep dive, and her theory, in my opinion, is the most correct. And that this was a teenage girl who did not really like Harry Potter that much, but her friend did. And what she knows of Harry Potter is very surface level versus her friend. And she just was like trying to connect with her friend by writing fan fiction with her. So. Also, there was a theory that she might have lived in Dubai. Like her parents were like wealthy and did trading and business in Dubai. Because she mentions in her blog, like, living in strange aeons, living in like a really wealthy city overseas and like being extremely alone and not being allowed to dress goth. So there's a lot of this. The deep dive is really, really good. I recommend it after my stream. Don't you leave. Don't you leave. Don't you dare leave. Okay, anyway. Wouldn't be Harry Potter without it. You guys are killing me. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, welcome in, Bells. I feel like this is the second time you've come into me doing a reading. Somebody's redeemed a 50k point redeem, but welcome in. How are you today? Okay, so he was sexy. We moshed to Helena and some otter songs. You can't leave. Smiles with knife. Yeah, exactly. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away. That is not preppy, girl. Okay. But me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Vladimir and the Death Dealers. You moronic idiots. He shooted angstily. Anobi, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed. And now I shall kill thou and Draco. Excuse me. Very burpy today for some reason. No, no, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Angsterly. Yeah, he said it angsterly. Suddenly a gothic old man flew in on his drumstick. And his broomstick. Okay, I read that wrong. She did not write drumstick. She wrote broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black bread. Can we get a watch on that? He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shotted a spell. And Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore. Dumbledore's wearing an Avril Lavigne robe, y'all. Y'all. The deep dive is really, really good. I recommend it after my stream. Don't you leave. Don't you leave. Don't you dare leave. Okay, anyway. I love Dumbledore. We love Dumbledore here. Dumbledore? Dumbledore. Chapter 18, author's note. I said stop flamming. If you do, then you're a fucking prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. You are an a prep. Things from a suitor. P.S. The odor Eason Dumbledore swore is cause he trying to be gothic, so dare. Dumbledore is more gay in this fic than in canon. She was ahead of her time. She was ahead of her time. She knew. She knew Dumbledore was gay. Before J.K. Rowling did. Avril Lavigne robe is queer culture. Raven is back. Raven is back. So the the story should be easier to read now. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood bed lipstick. Raven dropping the ball already. Come on, girly. And a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring and with black and red diamonds in it. We love a dressing montage. I want somebody to do a ebony darkness Raven dementia way like closet tour where they like recreate all these outfits. I want to see someone recreate all these outfits. The night before Draco and I went back to the skull. Get it? Cause I'm gothic and I like death. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. So bells, I have a 50,000 channel point redeem. And when people redeem it, I read something. It's usually something silly. And this is the second half of My Immortal, which is considered the worst fan fiction of all time, aka the best. AKA the best. And Sheep redeemed it after months and months of saving. Saving his coins, saving his pocket change. He redeemed it. And, oh my gosh, Strange Aeons literally did a closet. She's so amazing. Can we elect her Queen of the Lesbians? Since we don't want Ellen DeGeneres anymore, I now elect Strange Aeons as Queen of the Lesbians. Officially. Also, her takes are good, so, like, I love her. Okay, where was I? Also, she has a long Furby. We stan. She loves long Furby. Okay. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black, and the broom stuff was bled with the broom stuff. The bristles, girly, the bristles. There was lace all over it. Even her broom is gothic. Draco had a black MCR broom. My Chemical Romance is out here making brooms, y'all. We went back to our rooms, and we had you-know-what to a Linkin Park song. That is very, like, 2000s to have sex to a Linkin Park song. We love her gothic broom. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. There, all the walls were painted black, and the tables were black too. But you could to see that there was pink pant underneath the black pant. And there were pastors of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. What? WTF? I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a Good Charlotte t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots with fishnets. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. Remember, Dracula is Neville. Okay. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Thank you. Again, the queer male representation in this story is so ahead of its time. I love these. The besties get fit checks too. Those guys are so fucking hot. Navel was saying, excuse me, his name is Dracula, girly. His name is Dracula. Navel was saying as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. Suddenly everyone by. Sheep, you sound like you read my book. I'm just kidding. Not everyone is bisexual in my book, but a lot of people are queer in my book. It's because we tend to clump together. I don't know how to tell you this. We tend to clump together. However, I will say during this era, teenage girls did have an obsession with the idea of boys being bisexual, mostly because they wanted to be able to be with a boy, but also watch him make out with another boy. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. We love the bi boys weighing in on hot or not emo musicians. We do. We stand. We stand. He had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore? We all gasped. WTF? I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello, everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? What have I walked into? Midvintern, welcome? Welcome in. Sheep redeemed My Immortal. So we are finishing My Immortal. Makes sense if to see girls kiss to it that I'm saying, see, Sheep understands. Sheep gets it. Sheep gets it. But yeah, Midvintern, Sheep redeemed the 50,000 point redeem of me reading My Immortal, which means I'm going to read the last chapters of My Immortal to the best of my ability. And then if there's time, we'll get back to some Blair Witch, but this might take me a little while. Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Yes, it's the Harry Potter fanfic. Well, we goths just looked at each other all disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. BTW, you can call me Albert. He called as we left to our classes. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as he went to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way like Gerard, but I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry. Chapter 19. I'm not okay, I promise. Author's note. Plus, stop flamming the story if you do a fucking prep. Jealous, okay. From knock I'm gone to dealt your man revoirs. BTW ever need a poor blood, so dare. Thanks to Raven for the help. Okay. All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. That's the closest she's gotten to spelling his name right this whole time. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to, MCR concert. It had been postponed so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room, sadly, to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. When you are a poor blood. I think she meant pure blood, but it's very funny to think of the idea that she is a girl. I am also a poor blood. We sat angrily, as you do. As you do. I asked what it was, and he got all mad, me, and started crying all hot and angsty. Aren't sensitive bi guys so hot? No one fucking understands me, he shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes, like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Borkin Dreams. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black dye. Get it? Instead of tie, because I'm gothic. So wearing a black... Honestly, her breakaways of get it, like, are so funny. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it, and a black leather mini, black high-heeled boots, and a crossbelly thing. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee and going under. Email me if you want to see the pic. Aren't they? Accuse me. What about me? I growled. But, he grunted. You fucking bastard, I moaned. Oh, you fucking bastard. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted, but it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily, crying. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my face like Benji in the video for Girls and Boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Close, sweetie. It's not a cigarette if it's pot. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It's a doge with emo hair and a single tear. He walks a lonely road. All along the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Yes, she whipped and wept. You saw. It's right there. She whipped. I cannot highlight this. Okay, whatever. I give up. Suddenly Hagrid came. He had apparated. Made cool tears down her face. Just like the music video. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted, angrily dropping my pot. WTF you think you're doing in the girls' room? Only it wasn't just Hagrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd, or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You know, you just go into the women's bathroom and you see a teen girl crying and you're a grown adult man and your question is, what are you going to wear to the concert? You know who MCR are? I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. Chapter 20. Amazing. Incredible. Asking for fashion advice from the girlies in the ladies' room. We're going to the ladies' room. We'll get done real soon. Author's note, I said I did not care what you think. Stop flamin'. Okay, prebs. Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh yeah, BTW, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I pot on a black leather mini, a black corset with herbal lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots, not combat, compact boots. MCR were gone to the concert again since Volksamort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bathroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang You for the Venom. I got all mad and turned it off, but sacredly I hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. Herbal lace. Urple. U-R-P-L-E. Urple. Urple lace. It's so good. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna I'm not saying that word. Are you gonna come R-word me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us to be careful around him, and Snap, since he was a pedo, we love Urple. No, actually, yeah, listen, sheep. This was a very weird era to be a teen in. As somebody who was a teen in this era, this was a weird era. I'm not joking. My friends and I used to grab each other and then yell the R word really loud because we thought that was really funny. We were rancid. We were all rancid. Anyway. Like when I say like kids these days would not survive, like we were walking, talking Call of Duty lobbies. And I'm not like bragging. I'm not trying to brag. I'm so glad that it's changed. I'm just saying, like we were walking, talking Call of Duty lobbies.
I see problem.
Computer is asshole. Yeah, right? No, my friends and I would just grab each other's titties all the time. Just you know, just in front of your locker, you get actually something off geometry class. Okay, yeah. God, my God, Oh, I'm so glad I'm not in that era anymore. I'm in my vibe era right now. I'm in my just chill out and vibe era. Okay. No, actually, get it, hell. Actually, girl, I swear to God, can I please borrow some condoms? He growled angrily. Yes, you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fucker, he said, gong away. We had 2 black students in my school, and one of them had the nickname N-word Robin. And everyone called him that, including himself. It was a different time. Yeah, that sounds like the era. That sounds like you and I are a similar age. Even though I know we grew up in completely different countries. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Oh, it was a different time. Rancid. I will continue to call it what it is. It was rancid. A master. She's a master of language. Only you wouldn't give them to me. Wait, hold on. Where was I? She said, okay. She said ludicrous, but she spelled it like the rapper. Ludicrous. That's killing me. Okay, where was I? Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, some black lipstick, white foundation. Then I went, and I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching. Why was Dobby watching? Oh my God, you ludicrous idiot. They both shouted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up, though. Normally, I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it. But both of them were fucking preps. BTW Snake is moved to Gryffindor now. WTF right in front of Dobby's salad. WTF is that why you wanted condoms? I asked sarcastically. See, I spelled that. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replayed. Well, you dimwit. Snake began to shoot angrily, and then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see they were naked and everything. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was Dad all about? It was to blackmail you. I snarked. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore. You fuck off. Yeah, I remember those days where you could grab the chest of your female friends without getting slapped across the face, or hell broke loose when the R word was screamed. Well, maybe it's better that we ask for consent now. Maybe it's just a little better that we ask for consent now. Like I said, it was a rancid time, Lone Wolf. I'm glad things are different now. But, I don't think we should be yelling that word in public regardless. Period. Where was I? Sirius Black and... No, not Sirius Black. Snape and Lupin were getting blackmailed for having sex in the hallway. Let's see. It was to blackmail you, so now next time you see... Okay, that's where I was. They chased me and I threw my... Sheep was sheltered in a socialist country, it seems. I think Sheep was sheltered a little bit. Listen, it was a wild time. It's over. Thank God. WTF, where Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's been a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. She keeps spelling cum, C-U-M, and it's killing me. Vampire said, shaking his head. Do you want to come with me to the concert? Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father. His dog father. Okay, that's funny. I will give her that. That is funny. His dog father, Sirius Black, gave it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said NOB on it. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR was there playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an organism. No, I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena. It's always Helena. It's a good song. The girly, it's always Helena. They wrote other songs. And his sex-saw beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. The 80s in England? I believe it. I believe it was a very wild time, Lone Wolf. I have seen a little bit of what 80s England was like. Just from, you know, documentaries. Seems like a wild, wild fucking time. I was a very boring child, so. Very boring. Chapter 21, author's note. Okay, where are we at? Oh my god, there's so much to go. Y'all, there's so much to go. Chapter 21, author's note. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause the bitch Ravern, cause it fuck you. Preps, whoops, saws, Raven, thanks for the help. BTW, Transylvania rocks Prad. I even got to go to the castle where Dracula was filmed. Later we all went in the skull instead of school. Okay. Draco was crying into common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm gonna start Russian because we're gonna hit like 3 hours with this. Are you sure you want to raid right now? Are you sure you want to? Are you sure you want to raid right now? Are you sure you want to raid into my stream?
Please just give me the crowbar.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Asshole.
Are you sure?
Yo.
Are you guys sure?
Hookah, hookah, hookah.
You guys super sure that you want to be here right now?
Nerves with that shit. Give me my crowbar.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Okay. So hi, Joe. Hi. Flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog fought. Here we have a clip playing. Dog fought. Okay, that's funny. Oh, hold on. Give her that. Let me stop so I can talk to Joe. Joe. How was your stream? What did you play? It was Dead by Daylight, right? Are you truly sure you want to write? Yeah. So everybody, Welcome in. My name is Rosie. I play horror games, I play indie games, I play older games. I'm on a semi-hiatus right now where I'm only streaming on Sundays, and I'm mostly just streaming horror games because my job is very stressful right now, and I'm also kind of in the middle of writing a book, so it's been very stressy. Normally, we'd be playing a scary game right now, but Sheep redeemed my 50,000 point redeem, which is for me to read My Immortal. And so we're finishing My Immortal. That's the tea. That's the tea, Joe. That is the tea. Welcome in, everyone. So if you like old fan fiction, welcome the fuck in. I hope you like me reading it phonetically, because that's what I'm doing, spelling errors and all. But how was your stream? Did you do any dubs? Welcome in, Zinc. Welcome in, how are you? That song is a bop. That song is a bop, Zinc. That song is such a bop. Yeah, it's long. It's long. I'm going to try to read all of it. We will do our fucking best. But I'm going to be real with you. We are probably going to end the stream reading this. So, haven't been able to read you in 44 years. So glad to be here. Well, welcome in. I hope you like reading because I doubt we're going to be getting back to the game before I get hungry and raid out. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. So if y'all are like, never mind, not for me, lurks, I completely understand. Where were we? She just got back from Transylvania where Dracola was filmed. Later, we all went in the skull. Draco was crying into common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily. He stated to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I stated to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. I warned y'all. It's okay, Anabi, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? Goddamn, girl. I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come. He began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophobe, then fuck off. Ally. Ally. Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway is an ally. And then we heard some footsteps. A vampire got out his black invincibility cloak. Why is this invincibility cloak black? Even that is gothic. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there. Norris is the cat! Girly, you can tell she only watched the movies. Shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Who's there? He shouted. We saw Filth come. We went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, preppy little poser son of a fucking bitch, Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Excuse me? Excuse me, who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. She got Filch and Norris mixed up. It's killing me. Filth, is there anyone under the cloak? He asked. Filth nodded, and then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. What the? He yelled, but it was too late because now we are ruining away from him. And then we see Filth. Filth. Can't even spell Filch. How can he see there's an invisible cloak? Anyway. What he yelled, but it was too late because we were ruining away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess, though, Draco wept. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. Excuse me. There was a knock on the door and Fug and a Mystery of Magic walked into the school. Fug? Instead of Fudge? Oh my god. So far this sounds better than the movie script. Film this one. Film this one. Hollywood. Hollywood. Film this one. Chapter 22, author's note. STFU, preps the flaming. Okay, if oo do not lick it, fuck of I know is Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? You suck. No, just kidding. Raven, you fucking rock. Preps suck. How many 44. 44. We might not finish it today, babes. We might not finish it today. Oh, fuck me.
Get that lovely here. Let me get going. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Raven, Vampire Diabolo, Draco Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black
Poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots. I can't even hear the voice. I'm not gonna be able to hear it till after stream. I'm so excited to hear that. Attached to the top. So we got another dressing montage. V-Dub, I love that you're like, if you don't finish it today, I'm saving for the rest. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black dress that she had ripped so it showed... Oh, that's Bloody Mary. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a black tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed all her clearage, not cleavage, clearage, with a white apron that said bitch, but B-I-C-H, and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny? Who is Ginny? Ginny. Okay. Darkness is Ginny.
Open eyes, the first thing you do is spit check besties. Ginny was there too. She was waving
I can't
a
control my horny love.
Control your horny levels, so she was wearing a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a lace-up top thing on black points. Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness, Diabolo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed
Suicide by slitting his wrist with a razor. He then did something to them and stuff before too. They got all depressed and they became gothic and converted to Satanism. Lord. OMFG. Please, everybody needs to go into horny jail. OMFG, I'm joining you in horny jail. We all deserve it. OMFG, I yielded as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? Anobi, something is really fucked up, Draco said. Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first, I shouted angrily. It's all right. Thank you, Smalls. When you become gothic and convert to Satanism, truly, it's all right. We have to go, but then you have to deal with Anton LaVey, who was an annoying, wormy little dude. We all have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, all right, I said, smiling, but you have to tell me why you're being all erective. Like elusive? Are you trying to say elusive? Erective? I will. Secretive. Why you're being all secretive. I figured it out. See, big brain. I'm in her head now. I'm in her head. I understand her. I will, he said. So I put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, red eyeshadow, white foundation. Then I came. Everywhere. We all went outside the Great Hall and looked in from a window. A fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudged was there. She was so close, girly. So close. Was shouting at Dumbledore. She spelled Dumbledore's name right. Sheep, you're gonna have to be more specific about what that what is for. Because it could be about a lot of things that I've read today. Doris Rumbridge was there too. Not even close. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The bark lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. Closer. You are not fit to be principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily. But we cannot do this. We can't close the school. There's only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she's in the school. And her name is Anani, Dark Ines, Dementia Ravenway. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other and gasped. Chapter 23. Author's note, "Tut da fuck up, bitches, or just jalas, cause I got 10,000 revolves. Thanks to Raven for the help in telling me about da books. Girl, you rock. Let's go shopping together." Proof that she didn't read the books, because she said it right there. When Doge's Lord Doge, what did she call him? Voldemort? Volsamort? Let's see. The door opened and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge, still very close, but not quite. Then Dumbledum. Oh, we're back to not spelling Dumbledore's name right. Then Dumbledum and Rumbridge sawed us. "Mr. Way, what the beep are you doing?" Rumbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. "Oops, she made a mistake. He corrupted her. She means, hi, everyone, come in." Well, we all came in angrily. So did all the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco and opposite Bloody Mary. Crab and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Villa Volo. Villa Volo? Okay. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire. He and Draco were shooting at each other. Shouting. They were shouting at each other, but she spells it shooting. So I just keep imagining, like, Vampire Draco, WTF, I asked, you fucking bastard. You fucking bustard, yelled Draco at Vampire. Count Chocula and blood, part of his complete breakfast. I want to shit next to her. Not sit, shit. No, I do, shouted. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She laves me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes... Shit, yes, shit next to her. A terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew on his broomstick. He had no nose and was wearing a gray robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. Brittany, that fucking prep, started to cry. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. I shopped eating. Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort. A Bonnie, Darth Vader said evilly in a raspy voice. Darth Vader? Did she We're gonna accept it. We're gonna accept it and move on. We're gonna accept it and move on. Darth Vader said evilly in his raspy voice, "Thou have failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before, then I shall kill Draco too." "Please don't make me kill him, please," I begged. "No," he laughed crudely. "Kill him or I shall kill him anyway." Then he flew away cackling. Dude, nut up or shut up. I bust into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort me. Okay. Suddenly my eyes rolled up, so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lightning flash and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slit his wrists in a depressed way. Kill him or I kill him. What a moral dilemma. Listen, it's a difficult decision. Do you kill your boyfriend's ex? Or do you just let him die? Contort me? There is a lot of said evilly and satting. Yes. Yes, I have a feeling this girl was a victim of the don't say said lesson that they sometimes teach you in high school, which is wrong, by the way. If you're a young writer, I'm just gonna tell you right now, just say said. Just say said. Just say it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a Rat's Raws reference. What? What is a Rat's Raws reference? I am confusion. Please explain. Ebony, are you all right? Wait, hold on. No, I skipped. They came to contort her. Suddenly my eyes, okay. No, I screamed sexily. Suddenly I locked up and, Star Wars. A Star Wars reference. Oh, yes. Yeah, Darth Vader. It's like, where the fuck did he come from? You're my son, Luke. Darth Vader said evilly, and Luke ran out and cut his wrist. Literally. You could write a Star Wars version of this. Oh, God. Okay. No, I screamed sexily. Suddenly, I locked up and stopped having the vision. Ebony, are you all right? I asked Draco in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's all right, Ennaby, said Vampire, all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. OMFG, what if I'm getting possessed like in The Ring 2? It's okay, girl, said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Okay, bitch, I said sadly, and we went, okay, bitch, I want Star Wars, My Immortal. Chapter 24, author's note. Prep, stop flaming the story. You're just jealous. So fuck you. Go to hell. Raven, thanks for the help. No, Kylo Ren would be there, and God, Kylo Ren would be the one that she'd hook up with. That would be who Raven would hook up with, was Kylo Ren. Would be her BF. Because Draco's... that's why I don't understand why she had to make Draco more gothic, because I'm like, he's already a goth. But whatever. Well, we had deviation next, so I got to Professor Trevorley about the visions. Konnichiwa, everybody, come in, said Professor Sinister in Japanese. Even Raven doesn't deserve Leave Ben Solo out of this. More! Okay, I'm sorry. He's such an angry lad. He's such an angry lad. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long, dead black hair with blood red lips and red eyes. Her mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it in everything. She and Bloody Mary get along great. She's really young for a teacher. Today she's wearing a black leather top with red lace and long gothic black ribbed dress. Nasty bitch boy can rot, in my opinion. Take it you're Kylo Ren's #1 hater. We went inside the black classroom with posters of Emily the Strong. Oh, posters of Emily Strange. Okay, I got it. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. What is it, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it? Hot Topic? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? How about now? She asked. Okay, I said. Okay, class fucking dismissed everyone, Professor Trivoli said. And she let everyone go, except for you, Brittany. She pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exercise. Get it? 1 on page 3. Okay, I'm having lots of visions, I said in a worried voice. Proudly a Kylo hater, yes. I'm so worried, is Draco going to die? Well, she gave me a black crystal ball to lock in. I looked at it. What do you see? She asked. I said, I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexily, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes. Black Congress shoes. Problem is Luke is Kylo's uncle. No, Luke would be like it would be like Luke would be gothic, and Kylo would be gothic, and Han Solo would be gothic, and Leia would be gothic, and then it would be Raven and Kylo dating. That's how I imagine a My Immortal Star Wars fic going. I just saw the C word. Congress shoes. Yes, Congress shoes. Okay, you can go now. See you, cunt, said Professor Sinister. Bye, bitch, I said, waving. I went to Draco, a vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together. I was so exhibited. The first time I got called that word was because my friends and I wore Halloween costumes to school. And this one girl saw us wearing our costumes and yelled, cunts. And she and I, my friend and I, started laughing. Because, like, we thought, why would you, like, for literally no reason. Like, it was we just were laughing. We thought it was so funny. Because it was like, what a What a crazy word to use for somebody doing the crime is that they are minding their business in a Halloween costume. Anyway, chapter 25, author's note, stop flaming, okay? And if you do not, then I'll tell Justin to bat you up, and I'll tell Alden Reds to put Virtus on your computer. Fuck you, Raven. Thanks for the help. At least she's always thanking Raven. She never forgets to thank Raven. Children are wild. Children are wild. Doesn't he get a goth fit at some point? Yes, Luke does get a goth fit in Return of the Jedi. Yes. He goes all sad boy in black to go fight his dad. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to it again. We went outside and then we went to Draco's black car. Actually, Lone Wolf, can you confirm? Isn't he still wearing black when he meets the... Oh, excuse me. Spoilers for Mandalorian Season 2. But isn't he wearing black at the end of Mandalorian Season 2? I could have sworn he's still in the black fit at the end of that season. Because I remember thinking like... We're still in our Gothic era. We're still in our Gothic era. Okay, Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevolry say? Whispered Draco, putting his gothic wit hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow. I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it. Heroin cabaret? And spiked it? And he gave it to me to spork? Oh, Lone Wolf, you really should. Mandalorian is really good. It's really good. I know everybody says that about every show, but like if you really like classic Star Wars, Mandalorian is very like the vibes of classic Star Wars. It's so good. It's like a Western. It's Lone Wolf and Cub. It's samurai movie. It's great. It's like he fully, Justin Favreau, Jon Favreau, whatever, Favreau fully understood like what the vibe of Star Wars is. And The Mandalorian is mwah, 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 mwah. Lone Wolf, do you want me to find it for you? Also, it's on Disney Plus, not Netflix, but you know, yar har fiddle dee dee. Being a pirate is all right with me. Anyway, where was I? I'm trying to figure out what the heroin cabaret is. Whatever, I'm not even worried about it. He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but I found The Mandalorian very meh. Perhaps season 2 is better. You can be wrong, Adventure. It's fine. I did enjoy season 2 more than season 1. I did. I very much enjoyed season 2 more than season 1. I don't have that either. I do have Prime Video. Again, Lone Wolf. Yarhar fiddle-dee-dee. Yarhar. Sail the 7 seas as a pirate. Anyway, I'm not encouraging anybody to pirate. I love pirates and I'm singing a pirate shanty. So. Let's see. He put on MCR. And all the things that you never told me, and all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me, sang Gerard's sexy voice. We started tilling of each other's clothes fervently. He took off my black thong and my black leather bar. I took off his black boxers. Then he put his throbbing you-know-what in my tool sexily. Oh, OMFG, Draco. I started having an orgasm. We stated Frenching passively. Suddenly, I fell asleep. I started to have a dream. In it, a black guy was shooting 2 gothic men with long black hair. No, please don't fucking kill us, they pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. Oh, no, oh my fucking god, I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me and I woke with opening my ice blue eyes. I started to cry and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lincoln Park Mobile, but the worst thing was that the 2 people who were shot in the dream were Lucian and Sirius. Okay, girly. Not that kind of person to Black Ops. That's... Okay, I got it. I am not saying that I am a pirate, but I don't pay for any streaming service. Yeah, I'm close to not paying for any. Because my buddy has a private server. I am, I wonder if Gerard, you know what? I hope he has. I hope he has. Chapter 26. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. We might be able to finish it today. I think we can. Chapter 26. Author's note. Preps, stop flamming story, okay? If you don't like story, then go fuck yourself. You fucking prep. You suck. Oh, why? And I wasn't being racist, okay. I mean, anyway, a few mutates later. Gerard would probably think it was probably. A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, not jacket, black leather pants, and a good Charlotte shirt. Hi, Vampire, he said flirtily as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to comfort me. I started to cry. Still not understanding why the haters keep reading the story. So here's the thing, Smalls. People were like hate reading it as it was coming out. Like everyone was like hate reading it. Like people became, you gotta watch that YouTube video that Strange Aeons did. People were just like, we were obsessed with it as it was updating. Like it became like a cultural obsession to read it as it was updating because it was so terrible. I think there's a 2-parter to that, so make sure you start with part 1 and then you gotta watch part 2 because she tells the whole story. Hi, Vampire, I said flirtily. Yeah, as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it, Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. No, come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree and into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said, while we whipped some tears from his white face. Ennaby had a vision in a dream. Dumbledore started to cockle. Cockle? Ha ha ha, and how do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional? I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker, he said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. See, is that toot of character? Is that out of character? Is that what you're trying to say? Girly. You know very well that I'm not decisional. Now get some fucking people out there to look for Ceres and Lucian Pornto. Okay, he said in an intimated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. Then all of a sudden, Longdon, I said. That's the new name for London, everybody. It's Longdon. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few mistunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. Were they not just going to an MCR concert? All of this is just side content. They are never going to get to see MCR mid-Venturn because it keeps being Voldemort. So I don't think they're ever going to get to see them. After a while, someone called him again. He said they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and all left to our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. We looked at each other's gothic, depressed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers, and Professor Sinister was behind them. Chapter 27. Vampires will never hurt you. Author's note. You know what? I don't give a fuck what you preps think about me, so stop flaming to fucking story, bitches. Thanks to Raven for your love and sport. You and help. I love you, girls. So's I can't update. Lol, I was really depressed and I slit my wrist and had to go to the hospital. Raven, you rock, girl. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucian, Sirius, Bond, Vampire all came to hug me. Sirius Bond? Sirius and. Okay. She wrote Bond. The nurse started to give them medicine. Come on, Ebony, said Professor Sinatra. Hey, Professor Sinatra. She was wearing a gothic black leather dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it and fucking black platinum boots. I had to tell you the fucking perdition. I looked at Lucian, Seraphs, Drake, and Vampire. They nodded. I smelled happily and went into a dark room. I had changed Professor Sinister, took out some black cards. She started to look in the black crucible ball. She said, Tara, I see Drac times are near. She said badly. She peered into the balls. Bestie, I'm gonna warn you right now. I'm gonna fuck up reading my chapter to you and Michaela tonight. I am gonna be like Drac balls, Dumbledore. It's all gone up here. You must go back in time. She took out a time toner like Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts before he became powerful, he got his hearth broken. Now do you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. It's the only way. If he was still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow and you can do it. I was thinking about how would this affect our evening reading? Could be a very serious moment of a character who hasn't cried in like 8 years, like breaking down emotionally, and I'm gonna be like, Dumbledore, time toner, like for a print. Yes, exactly, 100%. Okay, I said sadly. When did death's touch sin? We did death's touch sin. I went outside again sadly. I'm not even gonna try. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness, Willow, and Boldy Mary. I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucian and Sirius being fond. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking preps were there, obviously, trying to be gothic, wearing the hymn sign on their hands, despite them not actually having heard of him. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crab and Goiki. Volksamore. Baldy Mary. Listen. They were cheesing my name. They were wearing the hymn sign. They don't know who him is. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crab and Goiki set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wises. I put on my invisibility cloak with Vampire and Draco, and we sneaked outside together. Can we talk about the fact that she has been spelling everything wrong, and then she uses sneaked correctly? We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on because I just... Okay, anyway. Chapter 28. She truly is. Truly. I want to know who she is. I want to know. Will the real Ebony please stand up? Please stand up. Chapter 28. Author's note. I said stop flaming the story. It was a miscat when Professor Rellery said that. Okay, go to fucking hell. You suck. Fangs to Philly for the help. Raven, have fun with Kiwi. She must have learned something somewhere. No, I don't think she will. And especially like if she were, she would truly have to be able to prove that it was her, because so many people have claimed to be her and it's been a lie. Okay. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, GC, and Marilyn Manson. Not Marilyn, Marlin Manson, all over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet lined a black box. God, excuse me. I'm sorry. I had spaghetti earlier, so it's a lot of garlic, so I'm very burpy. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset. Love you too, girl. With a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet suckings, and a black leather thong underneath. I sat down one of the chairs dispersedly. So did Draco and Vampire. Are you okay? Vampire asked, potting his alabaster hand on mine. He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses on it. Take a shot you'd be dead. No, do not take a shot every time there's a fit check. You'd be dead. My God. There's like one every chapter. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset with... Oh, wait. No, I already read that. Black nail polish, red crosses. Yeah, I guess, I said sadly. Yeah, sometimes more than one, for sure. Draco also put his hand on mine sexily. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. The problem is, I have to seduce Volksamort. I'll have to go back in time. Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him. It's okay, Abobi, he said finally. But what about me? You're not going to break up or anything, are you? Of course not, I gasped. Really? He asked. Sure, I said. We Frenched sexily. A vampire looked at us longingly. Just become a throuple, you guys. Just become a throuple. Then I took off Draco's MCR shrift and seductively took off his pants. Vampire's in the room. Y'all, at least let him leave. He was hung like a Stallone. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Ebony on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Vampire took a video camera. I had said it was okay before. Oh, okay. So he wants to be cucked? Is that it? He wants to be cucked in the corner? at least 3 fit checks per chapter. We Frenched sexily. Ooh, banana. Hung like a Stallone. I took off my clothes, then we were in for the rid of lift. Every room in Hogwarts has a cock chair. We started Frenching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock in my you-know-what, and passively we did it. I love you, Bobby. Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you. He screamed as we got an orgasm. She spelled orgasm right, you guys. She spelled orgasm correctly. D's ADHD heard the right thing when he walked in through my lap. Hung like a Stallone. Hi, D. What's up? She spelled orgasm right, everyone. Let's just celebrate. What the fuck are you doing? It was Snope and Professor McGoggle. Chapter 29. Can they just fucking peace? Author's note. Das fuck up. Just jealous cuz prep, so fuck you. Raven, you rock girl, thanks for the help. MCR rock 666. Oh my Satan, we screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Snap and Professor McGonagall started to shoot at us angrily. Come now, Preacher McGonagall yelled. Preacher McGonagall. We did guiltily. Ow, clamp, ow, ow, ow. I love you, but please don't do that. We left the room, putting on our clothes. Snoop grabbed the caramel and put it in his pocket. The camera? He grabbed the camera. Hey, what the fuck? Vampire shooted angrily. Yeah, ow! Clem! What is wrong with you? Ow! She was like jumping up on my thigh and like digging her claws into my thigh. It was hurting. Okay. I love cats. With their little knives in their feet. She doesn't. She's like, please stop. Mother, please stop. Yeah, Buster, what the fuck are you gonna do with that fucking camera? Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes. Look, Dumbledore. Dumbledore knows your little secret. And if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So give back to camera. The determination to spell every name wrong is nothing. It truly... So, Midvintern, that's why so many people thought this had to be fake. Because, like, it's like she's trying to spell their names wrong. Dumbledore, yes. It's hurting her eloquent mind. I'm trying. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. St. Mango's. Ha ha ha, the mystery of Magic thinks is crazy. There is no way Day will believe him. Snoop laughed meanly. Yes, so shut your mouth, you innocent fools, yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry all sexy and sensitive. Get it? Because he's a sex bomb. Lol. Tom fell not rules. For lift. But not as much as Gerard sex on legs. I love you, you fucking rock, marry me. I started to cry tears of blood. It happens in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so. Okay, so fuck you. Vampire took out a black handkerchief. And started to wipe my red eyes. And then he and Snoop both took out guns using magic. Why would they not just use magic? A handkerchief, honk honk. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the bullets got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crucio, I shouted. Snap started to scram, and he dropped the gun. Exactly, because. You know what? If this is real, I fully believe that this girl does have dyslexia. Because there's just so many spelling errors. It was Stephanie Meyer getting her writer's block and irrationality out. Penis. Yes, Yuki? Yes? I stopped to curse. Professor McGoogle did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, okay, Cerberus, I'm going to go now. She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. It's okay, Annabee, said Draco. Evergreen will be all right. Remember the Sidio you took of Snake? Sneep laughed again, and then he took out some whips. Yes, McGoogle. McGoogle. Chapter 30, author's note. Stop flaming the story, okay? You do not know what's even going to happen, okay? So full you. If you flam, you will be a prep, so all flamers can kiss my ass. So's for saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's for Mystery's opinion. For the Mystery's opinion, because society basically sucks. Fangs, you, Raven, you rock, bitch. No, we screamed sadly. Snap started loafing meanly. He took out a camera anvilly. Then he came towards Darko. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put the stones around Draco and knit a candle. What the fuck are you doing? He shooted angrily. Snoop laughed meanly. We're just gonna scroll past. So, Snape is gonna do bad things to Draco. So basically he's saying, you must stab Vampire or I will do bad things to Draco. No, you fucking bastard, I yielded. But then Draco looked at me sadly, and his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. Well, get it? Because I'm a Satanist. Snoop lit up. Basically, that's... They may as well...
And I hate you, Rosie. Why? Rosie!
I hate everything too, Smalls. I do. Between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire, and he looked so smexy too with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time we screwed, and the time I did it with Draco and Dumbledore came, and the team where Draco almost committed suicide, and Vampire was so supportive. Snipe laughed angrily, and he started to pray to Volksamort. He started to do an incapacitation, dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, an idea I had. I closed my eyes, and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic message to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. Dumbledore will get you, Draco shooted. Yeah, just wait until the mystery find out, Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. You ridiculous Donderhead, Snoop yelled. He took off all of Draco's... Oh, no. Just as he was about to... Crocio, I shitted pointing my wand. Snoop screamed and started running around the room screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. I stopped doing Crucio. You dunderhead, I'm going to kill shooted Snape, but suddenly Severus came. Snake put a whip behind his back. Yeah, she shitted. Yes, Crucio, I shitted, pointing my wand. Snake put the whip behind his back. Oh, hello, Sev. I was just teaching them something. He lied. But suddenly Lucian and Professor Trelawney came into room, and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevolry said, come on, Ebony, let's go. All right. Oh, man, update 5 years later. Wow. Chapter 31. I'm wondering when she gets hacked, because at one point she got hacked. Author's note. I said shut the fuck up, you quiffs? Q-U-I-E-P-H-S. Stop Kaylin, Ebony, Mary Sue. Okay? You do not even know what's going to happen. Okay, so fuck you. Thanks to my BFF Raven for D help. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitka. Buffy rocks. Sirius said to Snape. No, I'm not. I was teaching them something, Snap claimed. Oh, fucking yeah? I took some black Volremortiserum out of my pocket and gave it to Severus. He made Snap drink it. He did angrily. And Lucius took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. The Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets. Lucian took Vampire and Draco to the nurse after thanking me a million times. Professor Trevolry took me into a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to seduce Volksamort. With the dyslexia and storytelling, I can't help but remember this blogger I used to follow back in the day. Weird emo guy, 12 to 13 years. In one update, he copy-pasted this long list of questions bloggers used to answer. Favorite color? Have you lost your virginity? At the end, however, he did his own question. What do you want to do to all the Christian people? And his answer was lock them all up in church and burn it up. That sounds like a 13-year-old. Sounds like peak 13-year-old. It sounds like he was forced to go to church a lot as a kid, and he was real mad about it. Yeah. I love that didn't even faze me. I'm like, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. 13. Ah, what a time. Okay. Where was I? Now I was going to go back. So Daus, Volksamort. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over. Hermione. Well, Hermione's back? What happened to Bloody Mary? Darkness and Willow came too. A 13-year-old also watched the Patriot. What does that have to do with... Oh, because that's what they do. All right, yeah. Let's see. Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. What's into bag? Okay, so now Bloody Mary is back. What's into bag? Asked Professor Trevolry. You will see, she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low smut, black leather gothic dress. It had a red corset stuff, and there was a slit-up leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick. You look fucking kawaii, bitch, Bloody Mary said. Fangs, I said. Okay, now you're going to go back in Tim, said Professor Sinister. You will have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun. I put it in a strap on my fishnets like in Resident Evil. No, she gave me, my God, like I'm remembering this time period because like I remember when Resident Evil came out. I was obsessed with the first Resident Evil movie as a emo teen, as a mall goth teen. Yes, she wants attention, so she's getting it. Enjoy kitty butts. Okay, I put like in Resident Evil. Then she gave me the black time tuner. Of course, the black time turner has to be girl. The time turner has to be black too. After an hour. I did. He did say he was gonna do it.
D says hi.
So, hi. Thank you so much for the biddies, you bastard. After an hour, used a time turner to go back here, Professor Trevolry said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. Good luck, everyone shooted. Darkness and Willow gave me a death's touch sin. Then I jumped sexily into the pensive. Suddenly I was in front of to school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I'd ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had gren eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped shirt with Vans. He was Tom Bombadil. Wrong Tom! Girl, Tom Bombadil's from Lord of the Rings. I don't even know why I'm arguing with you. Across time. It's fine. Tom Bombadil's in this now, apparently. from Lord of the Rings. Chapter 32. I said, author's note, I said, stop flaming. I know his name isn't Tom Bodil. That was a mistake. If you don't like the story, then you can go screw yourself. You suck. Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Anobi. Way, the new student. I shocked my pale hands with their black knoll polish with him. The name's Tom, he said, but you can call me Satan. That's my middle name. We shook hands. Well, come on, we have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Green Day? Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet. Girl, they didn't exist in the 50s either. Oh, I love this girl. I love her so much. I love Tom Bombadil being in My Immortal. I do too. Good for him. I love that Green Day is apparently a 50s band. Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like GC a lot too. Get it? Because GC did a song, I Just Want to Live, that sounded really 80s. It's fine. OMG, me too. I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmint? I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it. Oh, in Hogsmint. Hogsmint, I asked? Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. He told me secretively. I have so many questions. I have so many questions. And there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic. I finished. Happy sheep. That's why I said I have so many questions. I have so many questions. He frowned confusedly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled skirtfully again. Then in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic. He moaned. Oh, Hot Topic. Oh, now everything was making sense for me. So is Dumbledore your principal? Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails. I'm in Slytherin. Uh-huh. OMFG. SHME2. I shrieked. I shrieked, kid. You go to this skull? Get it? Because I'm gothic, he asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here. No. I smelled happily. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. No talking in the halls. He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shoot from American Ogle Outfitters. Stupid goths. I'm just trying to picture Dumbledore, a young Dumbledore in a polo. Like, okay, anyway. The store of preps, American Ogle Outfitters. Satan rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps. I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Bark Lord. WTF? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Then suddenly the floor opened. OMFG, no, I screamed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly. Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell. Sheep is wearing a polo right now. Am I a Dumbledore? You're a prep, Sheep. We're wearing a polo. You're prep. You gotta tie the sweater, like, around your shoulders. Like that. I got out of the hole, and it was back in the pensive in Professor Trevolry's classroom. Dumbledore was here. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Sheep is a poser. 100% Sheep. Oh yeah, I remember that. Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, WTF? Ennaby? What the hell are you doing here? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. WTH, how? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second. But she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking Voldemortiserum. She started to cry back tears of depression. Dumbledore didn't know about them. No, she went back through the pensive. She's back in the present. She's back in the present. How does he remember? No. She's back in the present, y'all. She fell back through the pensive. Come on, you gotta follow the plots. You gotta follow the plot lines. You gotta follow the story. It's very complicated. It's like Game of Thrones up in here. You gotta have your little corkboard with all your red thread. Yeah. So. How are you crying? Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledore took his hand away. Come on, girlies, follow the plot. Come on, girlies, follow the plot. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledore took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMFG, Ennaby. I think I'm addicted to Voldemortiserum. There's notes. See you. Fucking preps go for Ursel. Datsaris Isus go 20 go to hell. Chapter 33. Author's note. I said shut up. It's not my fault. Okay, if you don't like the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you flamers. P.S. I'm not updating until you give me 5 god reviews. And this time I meant it. You suck. Thanks for the help. For the help. I promise to help you with your story, lols. I feel like that was copy-pasted from an old author's note, because that sounded very familiar. Oh my fucking god, I shoot it sadly. Should we get you to St. Mangus? St. Mangus! Bitch! St. Mangus. Hell no, she said. Listen, Egoggy, I need your help. Next Tim, you go back and Tim, do you think you could ask Tom and or send for some help? Sure, I said sadly. I went outside the door. Draco was there. He was wearing a big black GC t-shirt, which was his Panamas. Hey, sexy, I said. How'd it go, Ennaby? He asked, and his voice was so sexy and low, kind of like Gerard Way when he's talking. Fine, I responded. We stared to go back into the dorm. How far did you go with Satan? Draco asked jealously. Not too far, lol, I borked. I borked? Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. I hop not too far, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. What happened to Snipe? I growled. Bork. Very, very Bork. You will see. Draco giggled mistressly. He opened a door. Snap and Lumpkin was there. Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife. No, please, Lumpkin bagged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed statistically. I talked some photons of him and Snap being torqued. Okay, I know this is men, but think about it, people, they are pedos. And Snap tried to rap them. And anyway, sadists or rock. Has anyone seen Shrek Attack 3? Lols. We took some of Snipe's blood, then Shrek. We're moving on. We're moving on. And went back to our rooms. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My clothes were kind of dritty, so I put on a black leather, take another shot, black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the one Swaleen has in Underworld. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck you. I put on some black platform high heels. Darko put on Desolation Livers by MCR. Then we started to take off each other's clothes. Why would you change just to get undressed again? I talk in his shit and he had a 6-pack lols. We started to make out like into Grudge. Was there making out in the Grudge? Like, was there making out that was very, like, specifically memorable in the Grudge? I remember a lot from the Grudge. The making out is not what I remember from the Grudge. Very moody, by the way, for the sun going behind some clouds. Very moody of it to do that. I'm saying, like, I remember a jaw being missing. I remember a lot of, like, I remember that. I remember the kid meowing. I remember the elevator, the hand under the bed. Like, I remember a lot from the Grudge. Don't remember making out. He put his wetness in my you-know-what sexily, and I got an orgy. We're back to misspelling orgasm. Oh, Draco. Oh, my fucking god, Draco. I screamed passively as he got an eructation. I love you, Tabery, he whispered sexily, and then we fell asleep. Chapter 34. Author's note. Shot to fuck up preps. Have you even read this story? You're probably all just preps and posers, so fuck you. Thanks to Raven for the help. I woke up into coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on a black tight sexa dress that was all ripped at the end. There was take another shot, red corset stuff going up to front and to back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress, lick in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. and Mr. Smith. Oh, she rewrote Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's now Mr. and Mr. Smith. Exactly. Take another shot, sheep, if you're not already passed out drunk. I pot on ripped black fishnets and black Stilton bow-oughts. Suddenly, Sarius cocked on the door. I opened it. Hi, Ebony, he said. Guess what? You have to come to Professor Sinistor's office. Okay. Mr. and Mr. Smith. Where's my Mr. and Mr. Smith fanfiction? Where is it? Small's calling for it. I'm calling for it. I want my Mr. and Mr. Smith fanfic right now. Actually, Smalls, real talk, if you want a Mr. and Mr. Smith thing, there's an anime out right now of like two hitmen that raise a daughter together. So, sheep, I'm busy. I'm writing a book right now. I don't have time to write a fanfiction about two hitmen that are in love. Fuck. Maybe I will. I don't. Okay. Shit. Sounds like something I'd write too. And they're both boys. Anyway. Just put it in the book. Just throw in a couple more hitmen in there who kiss. You guys are all enablers. You're enablers. Where was I? Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I had wanted to fuck Draco, or maybe listen to MCR or Evanescence. I came anyway. So what the fuck happened to Snipe and Lupin? I asked Sorius flirtily. I fucking tortured them, he said in a sarcastic way. They're in Abkhazian now, lol. I laughed evilly. Where are Draco and Vampira? I muttered. They are excused from school today. Sodomize moaned sexily? Right now they are watching The Nightmare Before Xmas. We went into the office. Professor Sinister was there. She was wearing a gothic black dress that was all ripped all over it, kind of like the one Amy Lee wears in this pic. And there was a link. She was drinking some Volks Immortis serum. There's a making out scene in The Grudge 3. That is so specific. That's so teen. That's so teen. That's what I would... Oh, okay. Thank you for your investigation, Midwinter, and I appreciate you solving this mystery. There's a makeout scene in The Grudge 3, everyone. That... I love you guys. Can I just say, I have the best people. Y'all put up with me. Y'all put up with me in my bullshit. My God. Grudge 3 is from 2009. Wasn't there before? Wasn't this before? Did she time? Maybe. Sheep. Maybe. I do not CBS. I never CBS. Stop it. Okay. She took out your bullshit is just the right stank, Rosie. The right aroma. Just the right amount of aroma. She took out to Pensive and the Time Torner. Anna B, you will have to do a noser session now. Also, I need you to get me to cure for being addicted, she said sadly. Good luck, Fangs! And then I jumped into the Pensive again. Suddenly I looked around. I was in the Great Hall eating Count Chorkula. It was morning. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall gothic man with long black hair, pale skin, and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Cronvries shoes. It looked just like Sherilyn Manson. Is that a mashup of Marilyn Manson and Charles Manson? I noticed he was drinking a portent. Who's he? I asked. Oh, that's Professor Slutborn. My Immortal is a, 2006-2007. Yes, it does. It has a freaking wiki article. It's very famous. It must have come out around the time that particular movie came out. Who knows? Maybe there is a makeout scene in some other... who fucking knows? But I'm obsessed with Professor Slutborn. I'm also obsessed with the fact that she did actually get one piece of Harry Potter lore right. Professor Slughorn was the potions professor back when Tom Riddle was going to school. Why do I know all this Harry Potter shit? Oh my God. Like, I can't even remember to do my job correctly, but my God, I can pull up. Anyway, stupid. Okay, he's the portents teacher. Ebony. Yeah, this must be when she was hacked. Yeah, I asked, did you know that Marilyn Mason is playing in Hogsmeade tonight? And they are showing The Exercise at the movies before that. Yeah? Well, want to go to the concert and the movie with me? Chapter 35, Ghost of You. Author's note. Thanks to Susie for the idea. You rock. Fuck off preps. Thanks to Raven for the help. You rock, girl. P.S. I'm going to end the story really soon, so fuck you. Oh yeah, and if you know any golf names, please let me. I need one for serious things. The exercise. Yeah, the exercise. You know, do. You know, the exercise. Wait, no, that's not The Exorcist. That's Halloween. How does it? Okay, yeah. Tubular Bells. There's a makeout scene in The Grudge 2004 as well. It's about 9 minutes in. Another mystery solved by Detective Midwinter. Thank you so much. Apparently, it left a mark on her because she referenced it in her fan fiction. I went into the con men room thinking of Satan. Suddenly, I gasped. Draco was there. I grasped. He looked as hot as Eva, wearing black leather pants. Oh, she must have come back through the pensive into modern times if she's seeing Draco. A black Lonkin Prack t-shirt and black eyeliner. Draco, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you dong? I gasped, huh? He asked, then I remembered. It wasn't Draco, it was Lucan. He still had 2 arms. Oh, never mind, she's still back in time. It's just Draco's dad. I am personally beginning to think she was a very sexually deprived teenager, so all those things will just... Yeah, I mean, from the little bit, like I said, the little bit that we can glean from her old blog, it seemed like she wasn't allowed to dress goth. She didn't really have any IRL friends. All her friends were online, and she really didn't get to go out a lot. And if the theory that she was, like, the daughter of some, like, wealthy people who lived in Dubai, who, like, did business in Dubai, that checks out, that she would be incredibly, incredibly lonely. But she also didn't necessarily have to be from Dubai. It's just one of those things where it's like, if you dig through the blog, like, a lot of people kind of put together this idea that she probably was just a very lonely teenager. If she was in a Muslim country, I understand why she couldn't dress goth. Yeah, I think it was also like her parents were religious or something. I think she's brought that up as well in her blog, if she's real. So, again, probably just a really lonely kid. So, if she's real, if this isn't fake. I want it to be real. I want it to be real. Did someone put that link in Discord? EC, could you drop the links to the My Immortal deep dive into miscellaneous chat or creativity or random vines? I don't care where, but drop it, because it's good. It needs to be in there. If EC's still here, otherwise I'll do it. Okay. Oh, hi, Lucian. I said, I'm Ebony, a new student. Look, we shook hands. Lol, we shook hands. Yeah, Satan told me about you, Lucian. Yeah, I'll pin it for sure. He pinted to a group of sexy gothic guys. They were sighting in a corner cutting. It was Sirius, Vampire's dad, and Snap. All of them were wearing black eyeliner and black Good Charlotte band shirts. Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys, he said. We were playing tonight at the Marilyn Mason show as backup. Orly? I asked. Yeah, he said. We are called Black Tier. X-Black X-Tier X. I played to gutter. I played the gutter. Spartacus plays the drums, he said, pointing to him. Snap plays the bass, and James plays the guitar. 2. Even foe, we call him Samaro, after Samara in the ring. Hey bastards, I told them as they gave me Death's Touch Sin. I need to find out what this Death's Touch Sin is supposed to be. Suddenly I gasped again. But you don't have a lead singer, I asked. Lucian looked down sadly. Well, oozed too, but she did. We contempted suicide by slitting her wrist. She contempted suicide by slitting her wrist. Oh my fucking god, that's so fucking sad, I gasped. It's okay, but we need a new lead singer, Samaro said. Well, I said, I'm in a banad myself. Really, said Snap. My head's starting to hurt. I couldn't believe it, but we're in the home stretch. We're in the home stretch, y'all. I'm gonna finish. I couldn't believe it. He used to be gothic. Yeah, we were called Bloody Gothic Rose 666. Do you want to hear me sing? Yeah, said everyone. So the guys talk out their guitars. They began to play the song Bye. Get it? Because Bye guys are so sexa. Gurnday. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken drums. I sang sexily. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Everyone gasped. Anobi? Will you join the band, please? Begged Lucian, Samoro, Sirius, and Snap. Okay, I shrugged. Are we gonna play tonight? Yeah, they said. Okay, I said, but I knew that I had to get a new outfit. Get ready for shots! Her idea of time travel is great. I know. It's amazing. I walked outside wondering how I could go forward in time. Suddenly someone jumped in front of me. It was Morty McFly from Back to the Future? He was wearing a black Banad t-shirt and black baggy jeans. What the hell are you dong here? I asked. I will help you forward in Tim, Enaby. He said, seriously. Den, he took out a black Tim machine. I went into it, and suddenly I was forward in Tim. This has to be when she was... you know... Okay. Hi, everyone. There seems to be... Okay, so update 5 years later. Hi, everyone. There seems to be some confusion. I just logged into my account for the first time in 5 years, and I realize I'm still getting reviews and PMs regarding this fic. So, again, the video covers this. We think that this is not real. She covers this. This can't be... You know what? It might be... This might be when she was hacked. This may be when she was hacked. Too many pointed references. It has to be... Yeah, it has to be some 4chan dude. Yeah. So... Again, that video series, we'll watch it after stream. We're almost done. I am not the author of My Immortal, and I never intended for it to seem that way. If you look at the first chapter called Intro, I wrote in my preface, obviously I did not write this. Oh, okay, no, this is, sorry, I'm wrong. This is the person who uploaded it, saying this, she just re-uploaded it because Tara Gillespie took it down. That's what we think her name is. Tara took it down. She, Midnight Essence, just re-uploaded it. So, hi everyone, there seems to be some confusion. I just logged into my account for the first time in about 5 years. I realize I'm still getting reviews and PMs regarding this fic. I am not the author of My Immortal. I never intended for it to seem that way. If you look at the first chapter called Intro, I wrote in my preface, obviously I did not write this. My Immortal was well known on the internet as the worst fanfiction ever written. There was much speculation as to whether it was written legitimately or for trolling, the author being the mysterious, likely fake Tara Gillespie. I reposted the story because there wasn't a good version on the site at the time. So I will repeat once again, Midnight Essence, did not write My Immortal. Thanks again. Thanks, have a great day. One last thing. I saw a PM from someone letting me know there were a significant number of death threats in the comments. I'm glad I didn't see those when I was 13. Please don't do that, even to people who are actually bad authors. Good on you, Midnight Essence. Here are the final chapters from My Immortal. Again, I did not write this. I haven't bothered to format anything this time. Looking back now that I'm older, I'm quite sure this is fake and Tara was a troll. Or, again, this was the hacker. If Tara was ever real, I'm guessing these later chapters are not her. Chapter 36, author's note. I said stop flaming. Okay, I bet you are all probably old 70-year-olds. P.S. Porter says you're a prep. Oh yeah, and thanks to Raven for the help. Have fun in England, girl. I locked around in a depressed way. Suddenly I saw Professor Sinister, Bloody Mary, Socrates. Where did Socrates come from? And Draco, Vampire, and Willow were there too. OMFG Sorius, I saw you and Samaro and Snip and everyone. I can't believe Snap used to be Gothic. Yeah, I know, Sirius said sadly. Oh, hey there, bitch, Professor I love that her and Trelawney just cuss each other out every time. Said in an emo voice, drinking some Volks Amorticerum. Hi, fucker, I said, listen. Satan asked me out to a Gothic cornet and a movie, so I need a sexy new outfit for the date. Also, I'm playing in a Gothic band, so I need an outfit for that too. Yeah, it looks fake. She doesn't use MFGS and 1, right? OMFG. Yeah, yeah. Again, that deep dive does a great job. A better job than I ever could, if you're very curious about, like, what the theories around Tara are. OMFS, let's have a group cutting session, said Professor Trivolry. I can't fucking wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first, said Willow. Yeah, we need some portions from Professor Trivolry, so she won't be addicted to Volks Amortis serum anymore, and also some love potion for Ennaby, Draco said resultantly. Well, we have potions class now, Willow said, so let's go. We went sexily to potions class. Sexily. They went sexily. But Snap wasn't there. Instead, it was Cornelio. Fuck! There's no way she could spell addicted. Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore? Draco shouted angrily. STFU, shouted Cornelia. Fuck. He is an Azkababian now, with Snip and Lupin. He is old and weak. He has cancer. Now do your work. My friends and I talked angrily. Can you believe Snip used to be Gothic? Vampire said surprisedly. That's it. Cornelio fuck shooted angrily. I'm getting Professor Bridge. He stomped out angrily. Me friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Suddenly I saw Hargrid in the cupboard. What the fuck is he doing? I asked. Then I looked at Draco. He was wearing tons of eyeliner and he looked sexier than ever. Suddenly, Hargriff, what the fuck are you doing? He shooted. I looked around. Hargrid was putting something in my glass of blood. Darko and Vampire started to beat him up sexily. God, you're such a poser. I shooted at Hargrid. Suddenly, I looked at where he was putting into blood. It was amnesia portion. It's chapter 37. Okay, everyone, I'm going on vacation on the 1st of July, so I'm either going and fic or update in a week's. Fangs, oh yeah, and prep, stop flaming. Saw story, Raven, thanks for to help see a girl after vocation. Darko's point of view, lol. Vampire and I chained Hargrid to the floor. Oh my fucking Satan, Enoby said. She was so hot. Maybe I could use amnesia potion to make Satan fall in love with me faster. But you are so sexy and wonderful anyway, Tata, said Vampire. Why do you need it? To make everything go faster, said Enoby. But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you? I asked jealously. OMFG, you guys are so scary, said Brittany, a fucking prep. Shut the fuck up, said Willow. Okay, well, anyway, let's go to Professor Trevoli's room. Trevolry's room. Draco, Ebery, and I went to Professor Siniator's room, but Professor Sinister wasn't there. Instead, Tom Ridd was. Oh, hi, fuckers, he said. Listen, I got some cool new clothes. I took out the clothes from the bag. It was gothic black leather miniskirt that said 666 on the back, black Stilton boots, blood red fishnets, and a black corset. Clothes! Clothes! I thought they meant clove cigarettes. I'm like, what the fuck? OMG fangs, I said, hugging him in a gothic way. I took the clothes in the bag. Okay, Professor Sinister isn't here. What the fuck should we do? Asked Draco. Suddenly he looked at a sign on the black wall. Oh my fucking Satan, I screamed as I read it. On it said, everyone Professor Sinister is away, hugging in a gothic way. Don't know what that means, but you know. She is too gothic, she is an Azkahabian now. Classes shall be taught by Dumbledore, who is back, but he will not be principal for now. Sincerely, Professor Rumbridge. OMFG, I shouted angrily. How could they do that? Suddenly Dumbledore came. What the hell are you dong in my office? He began to shoot angrily. Suddenly, I saw Morty McFly's black Tim machine. I jumped seductively into it, leaving Draco and Vampire. Suddenly I was back in Tim. I looked around. It was Professor Slutborn's FS. I sneaked around. Suddenly I saw the amnesia potion on his desk. It was black with blood red pentagrams on it. It was the shape of a cross. I put it in my pocket. Suddenly the door opened. It was Professor Slutgorn. OMG, what are you doing, fucker? He shooted angrily. I don't know what the fuck are you doing? I shouted angrily. Jumped seductively, yes, into the time machine. The Tim machine. Oh, sorry, I was just looking around because I thought it was class. Yo, finally hoping he couldn't see the potion in your pocket. Okay, you can go now, said Professor Slutborn. You went to the... Are we in second person now? When did this happen? You went to the con men room after putting on my clothes. Silas, Samaro, and Snap were practicing Vampires Will Never Hurt You by MCR. Oh, hi, you guys, I said seductively. Where's Satan? Oh, he's coming. C-U-M-M-I-N-G. He's coming. Said Sirius. By the way, you can call me Hades now. You can call me Hades now. Suddenly Satan came. He was wearing a smexy black leather Jackson, black Congress shoes. Congress shoes. A Slipknot t-shirt and a black tie. Okay, I will see you guys at the concert, I said, and I went with Satan. Chapter 38. What does everyone think if I end a story and then I add some more to it after vocation? Oh yeah, ends prep stop flamming. If you didn't like the story, then take my quiz, okay? Then you will see if you are gothic or not. Satan and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate said 666, just like Draco's car. I went in it seductively. Stan started to drive it. We talked about Satanism. Lol, he was named after Satan. Cutting, music, and being gothic. Oh my Satan, Gerard is so fucking hot. Where are we? 38? We're almost done. Gerard is so fucking hot. Volk Samort agreed, and we smoked some weed. Cause bi guys are hot. They are so sensitive. I love them. Lol goes fucks a bi guy. Lol, I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena. I take it she likes the song Helena. It is also my favorite MCR song, but she's the only one she ever brings up. I said in a flirty voice, hey Satan, do you know to cure when people are addicted to Volksamor serum? Well, he thought, I think you have to drink vampire blood. Suddenly, Volksamort parked a car behind a black movie theater. Satan and I walked outside. We went into the movie Tether, where they were showing The Exorcist. In it, a boy and a girl were doing suddenly a serial killer came, lol. We're doing it, suddenly a serial killer came, lol. Satan and I laughed at the blood, because we're Satanists. While Satan was, I do think this is fake. This seems fake. While Satan were watching the movie, I had an idea. I took Satan's Gothic Black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar sexily from his pocket and put some amnesia potion on it. I put it back in his black Emily the Strange bag. Satan turned around and started to smoke it. Black clouds with red pentagrams in them started to fly around everywhere. OMG, Satan said, jumping up. I gasped because I was afraid he'd noticed. Ebony, guess what?
What, oh my god, what the
More lambs for the slaughter. More lambs for the slaughter. Hi, Flesh. Hi, Flesh. Everyone go follow Flesh. Hi! I'm doing my 50k point redeem, which means I'm reading My Immortal. What did you play? GeoGuessr? How did you do in GeoGuessr? How are you? How are you doing? How's life? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I should have looked behind me. God damn it! I just was so curious.
Everybody, I love Flesh. Go follow him. Okay, well, if you've never been here before, hotties, my name is Rosie. I play older games. I play indie games. I play horror games. Today, I was playing Blair Witch. You can actually see it right here. And then Sheep, that lovable Sheep, redeemed the 50k My Immortal redeem, and I am actually very close to finishing it. We're on chapter 38 of 44. It's amazing. So welcome in, everybody. If you want to stick around, I'm pretty much gonna raid because it's been 3 hours. I'm gonna raid after I finish this. But yeah, we played and beat Stanley's Parable and then a little GeoGuessr. I have never played GeoGuessr. I'm pretty sure I would fail terribly at it because I'm not geographically inclined. But yeah, Sheep's like, it was me. It's my fault. Can I get an exclamation point? I think it's me. Exclamation point, it's me. Please. I think. It's in the list of sub commands. You know the one. The Taylor Swift one.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
Thank you so much, Smalls. Appreciate that. But yeah. Thank you so much. The second raid. My Jesus Christ. I feel like it's like, are you guys sure? Are you guys sure you want to raid into? Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay. Back to My Immortal. They're smoking serial killer. They're watching Exorcist. Satan is jumping up and down. Satan is Tom Riddle, by the way, but he goes by the name Satan. I knew that the amnesia had worked. Amnesia potion has not been invented yet, so it will not work, he said. Too bad, because I wanted to use some on you. Cool, I raised my eyes suggestingly, and then he took off my clothes sexily. And Flesh and Friends rated angrily. Rated seductively. He took off my clothes sexily, and we started to make out. I talk off his shit. He had six-pack. Jester lick Gerard way. We Frenched. Excuse me, but you are going to have to leave, shooted the lady behind us. She was a prat. Fuck you, I said. Suddenly, I attacked her, sucking all her blood. No, she screamed. All the preps in the theater Screamed, but everyone else crapped because Satan and I looked so cute together. Everyone else crapped? Satan and I started to walk outside. ZOMG, how did you do that? Voldemort asked in a turned-on voice. I'm a vampire, I said as we went into the car. Seriously? He gasped. Yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer. Satan started to drive the car. I smelled happily. It's too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie, don't you think? Yeah, I said as we kissed passively. Satan parked in the black driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched GC for the first time. We went inside where Marilyn Mason was playing and started to mosh. LOL. They looked cute, so they crapped. What does that have to do with the price of tea and sugar? I'm getting the hiccups. This story is giving me the hiccups. Okay. Anti-people, now you've got too far. Jesus Christ superstar, screamed Marlin on the stage. We did the devil fingers. I started to dance really close to Satan. He was so schmecksay. He looked at me all emo with his gothic red eyes, and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. I almost got an orgasm. Suddenly, Marilyn Mason stopped singing. I would like to peasant X Black X tier X, he said. I ran on stage. Lucian, Samaro, Snap, and Hades were there. They started to play their instillments. I was on stag. I gotta hit the sack, but this is a blast. I'll see you next Sunday mid-winter. Hopefully I'll be back to streaming normally soon, but this job is just a little too stressy right now. But I will see you next Sunday. Hopefully for some scary games. Have a good rest. Okay. You're so schmecksai. I would like to peasant. Okay, so he does the... one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. I sang. I did not own the lyrics to that song. My voice sounded like a pentagram between Amy Lee and a girl version of Gerard Roy. Everyone clapped. Satan got an eructation. I'm not okay, I sang finally. Suddenly, Lucian started playing the song wrong by mistake. My mistake. OMFG, yielded James. What the fuck? Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lucian. You fucking asshole, James shouted angrily. You guys are such preps, Snap said. Come on, it was a mistake. Yeah, it's not his fault, said Sirius. No, he's ruining the fucking song, yelled Samaro. You guys stop, I showed Toad angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Samaro took out his knife. OMFG, no, shouted Lucan, but it was too late. James tried to shoot off his arm. And then I jumped sexily in front of Double It. No, yielded everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly everything went black. Chapter 39. I am a trolling genius, lols. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. I do not own the HP series. I am not the real Bloody Wrist 666. I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl, I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's passy for fun, and it took less than 8 minutes to do too. And will probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve because I'm being a troll right now. Meh. And I present to you my crappy part of the story. And take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet, but instead skipped over to skim chapter 38. Flame laugh, do whatever you want, preps. I, the American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, cough up blood. Satan kneeled down beside me. No, don't die. I gave him a rueful smile. Her quality of writing, though, is so much different. I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry. It's something I had to do to fulfill my duty as a noble Gothic Mary Sue. Satan sobbed. I love you, Ebony. I love you too. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled, before finding my surroundings fading to black. Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned, but she realized the room was oddly quiet. But at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. The noble Gothic Mary Sue. Her face became pale with horror. Please, change your Discord username if you want. She screamed for the healers. Dumbledore, McGoogle, and or I will make your nickname in my server. The noble Gothic Mary Sue. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do right now. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Hold on. I'll be right back. Where is it? Change nickname. What is it? Noble Gothic Mary Sue. There you go. You can change it back. You can change it back. But you are now in my server, the Noble Gothic Mary Sue. Okay. Right. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, McGoogle, and every single Gothic person she could think of. Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try and rescue the body, but it was too late. The Sue became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A loud resounding of everyone bellowing, "No!" filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, everything changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the gothic power, everyone cheered. Everyone started singing Ding Dong, the Sue is dead. Well, that is, until all the HP characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All their characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side was reaching its climax. And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation. A situation that would live on for all eternity, at least until the end of fanfiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down at her over her pale body and frowned. Where are all my emo clothes? She asked herself in confusion, and then it occurred to her. For her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo shirt with a little seagull on the right or left, I can't remember, side. Below that, she was wearing a denim mini skirt. With the destroyed look on it. Paired underneath the skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. And then Ebony realized on her shoulder she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said, "Live your life," written all over the bag. Oh no, she's a prep. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was decked out in clothes prep to the extreme, wearing done. Bestie, I changed your username in my thingy. You don't gotta do anything. I did it for you. Unless you did something else. Did you do something else? What was it? She's a prep now. Panicked Ebony, I will change back. No idea. Oh, if you want to change it back, just right click on your name and then change nickname in Discord. I had to walk away to deal with the crying kid. Oh, okay. If you want to change your name back, just right click, change nickname, and you can change it back. It only affects the server. Like, it's only in my server that it shows up that way. Like, in VDub server, I'm Rosie Farty Beans. Okay, so she's, here she was decked out in the clothes, prepped to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie & Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it was another Hollister polo. And underneath that was another Hollister polo. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out that it's from the Aerie line, available at American Eagle? Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration, there was yet another polo to replace it. This is unlogical and does not make any sense, Ebony bellowed out into the air. It's very funny. This is a very good troll. She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself, "Oh my god," and crapfic. Author's note, oh yeah, if you want to see the original content this chick had planned for this chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thingy, which I copied and pasted, so you can read it here. Author's note, STFU preps get a lift. You suck. Oh, and from now on, I'll be on vacation in England until like August, so I won't be able to update for a while. Lol, things to everyone who revoed except a preps who flamed. Fuck you, MCR rules 666. I woke up in Norse's office onto Special Gothic Coffin. Hairgrid was into bed opposite me in a coma, like Vampire and Draco had bet him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh my Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly, Volksmort came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, I yielded. Thou hath not killed Vampire yet, he said angrily. Suddenly, he started to cry tears of blood, all selective. Volksmort, OMFG, what's wrong? I asked. Oh my god, cat hair in my face. Suddenly, Lucian, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary tears, and Vampire were whiffed down. Everyone was holding black boxes. Volksmort disappeared. OMFG, Ennaby, you're alive, screamed Vampire. I hugged him and Bloody Mary. What the fuck happened? I asked him. Oh my Satan, am I like dead now? I gasped. Ennaby, you were almost shot, said Sirius, but the ballet could not kill you since you were from another time. That is not... We're moving on. But fangs anyway, said Lucian, holding out his arm. I gasped. He had 2 arms. OMFG, I can't believe Vampire's dad shot you, I gasped. Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then, said James. Yeah, he was a spy, Sirius said sadly. He was really a death dealer. And he was such a fucking poser, said Lucian. He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him. Well, anyway, everyone started to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of a Corpse Bride in it. And on it, when I gasped, Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths. Hey, has anyone fucking seen Draco? I asked gothically. No, Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax, said Professor Trevolry. He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, Norris said you could get up. Come on. I got up suicidally. Lucian, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather nightgun. Take a shot. Under that, I had a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt and sexy fishnets. The kind hooked onto my thong. If you don't get the idea, message me and I'll tell you. I put on black fishnet top under a black MCR t-shirt, a black leather mini with black lace and Congress shoes. We're never gonna get Converse. I left the hospital's wings with Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire. OMFG, let's celebrate, gasped Willow. We can go see Hose of Wax with Draco, giggled Vampire. Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves, 666, said Hermione. We opened a convent room door sexily, and then I gasped. Draco was there, doing it with Snap! He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans. You fucking prep, we all yielded angrily. Yeah, you betrayed us, shooted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. No, you don't understand, screamed Ango sadly as he took his thingy out of Snake's. No, shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, said Willow, trying to attack him. You rock, girl. I ran suicidally to my room. I sexily took a stake out. Ennaby, no, screamed Draco, but it was too late. I had slit my wrists with it. Suddenly, everything went black again. Sincerely, an author who will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward, aka just a troll with rocks for brains. Chapter 40, lol. Someone has taken my account over. The idiot's note. Well, this was in the dock area. Might as well let the whole world see what the real Terra wanted to show us. Have a nice day. Hold on. Where are we? Oh my god. We're so close. We're so close, you guys. We're so close. Home stretch, everyone. I woke up into Norse's office in a special gothic coffin. Hagrid was into bed opposite me in a coma because Vampire and Draco had bed him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh my Satan, what? Oh wait, we already read this. Okay, yeah. No, we already read that. Idiot's note. Ugh, I know, terrible. But then again, this wouldn't be the worst fanfic if not for the fact the writing standards meets the level of a day-old fetus. Chapter 41. Author's note. To everyone who keeps flaming this get S life. I bet you probably don't know who Gerard Way is. You're probably all preps and posers. Anyway, someone hacked into my account on November and they put up my last chapter, but now there's a new one. I'm sorry for not updating, but while I've been really busy, I'm trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation for a month. I won't be back about 2 weeks. OMFG Draco is so hot in all the pics in the new movie. I wanted to put them in a cameo in Gerard Way. Well, he should play Draco. If you flame, I'll slit my wrists. Raven, you rock, girl. Have fun in England. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around. I was wearing the same outfit that I had when I was performing with X Black Tier X. Looked around confusedly. It was Don Norse's office, but it looked different. And the wall was a pic of Marilyn Manson. Just imagine he is an 80s gothic band too, okay? Because he is more old than Panic at the Dixo and MCR. There was also gothic band Beatles, Black Beatles calendar, a gothic Beatles calendar. Pictures of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes, and on it said 1980. OMFG, I'm back in Tim again, I screamed loudly. Suddenly, Satan, this is actually Voldemort for photo reference, Voldemort was wearing a black leather Jackson, black tight jeans, and fishnet pants. He looked so sexy. I almost had an orgy. OMG, Ennaby, are you okay? He said gothically. Yeah, I'm okay, for your information. I snapped sexily. Okay, OMG, am I dead? Because I remember I jumped in front of the bullet from James Gunn. I also remember seeing Draco doing it with Snap. I guess that when I had slit my wrists, I went back and Tim instead of dying. I know I could go forward in time if I found a time toner or a Tim machine. No, you're not dead, Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily, and smoke came all over his face. Smoke came all over his face. Okay, girl. You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on, now, let's go see how Harry's dad is doing. I know that the real reason I didn't die from the bullet is because I was from the future. WTF, James, almost shot Lucius. I said Indigoli. I knew that James had really been possessed, but I didn't want him to know I knew. Yeah, I know, but he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress, Satan reasoned evilly. I guess that's okay, I said, because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I know that Lucian would have 2 arms instead of 1. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, I saw the totally sexy gothic bi guy. He had bleached blonde hair with black streaks up to his ears, and he was wearing gothic black liner, a black Green Day shirt. It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair instead, since it was the 80s. It's fine. Black Congress shoes and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexily, like Gerard Way, in the video for I Don't 3U Lick I did yesterday, and you could see a black tear on his face like the woman in that video. Hey, he said all quietly and gothically. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily, because I did not know him. This is Hedwig, said Volksamort. He used to be an X-Black X tier X too, but he had to drop out because he broke his arm. Hey, Hedwig, I said seductively. You know, the owl. Hedwig. Because I was not trying to be. Lol, hi, Ennaby, he answered. But then he ran away because he had hair of a magical creature. He was humming Welcome to the Black Parade under his breath. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is, okay? Bye, I said all sexily. That was Hedwig. He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up, Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails. OMFG, I can get you 2 back together, I said, fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket. A black coot is what we aim for, CDO iPod that I could take videos with? What? Does anyone else know about them? They kick ass. Okay, you can forget about your class now, Hedwig. I'm going to show you something great. I led them to the Great Hall. Come on, you guys. Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried to shoot him. Go fuck yourself, fucking douche, he shouted at him. Draco was never going to be friends with Vampire now. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samaro, Snape agreed. But I know he was lying because had been his fault James had almost shot Lucian. Be quiet, you guys, I said sexily. My plan was working out great. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. Now Vampire's dad would never die. And okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out, I said. And I started to film them with the iPod. Cool, said Sirius as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexily. We watched as Tay started to take each other's clothes off sexily. Samaro Sirius, you know what, nothing even surprises me anymore. Nothing surprises me anymore. Samaro, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched cause they were probably bi. I know Snape was bi. Oh my fucking god, Voldemort. Voldemort, screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort's. But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened and in came Dumbledore and Mr. Norris. Chapter 42, The Black Parade. OMG, the new book is coming out really soon. I can't wait. I think that Snap will really be the same person as Volksamort because they both half-blood. So that will explain why he killed Dumbledore and he hated Harry. And then Harry will have to commit suicide so Voldemort will die because he will really be a Horcrux. OMG, I hope Draco and Terry get together. That would be so schmexy, won't it? If they don't, then JKR is homophobic. Thanks for the help with facts, Medusa. You rock. I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap, Lucian. No, she's never read the books. Absolutely not. It's clear if she is real, it's clear that her friend Raven read the books. The 6th book came out after 6th book came out in movie form. Yeah, for sure. Well, the 6th book, The Half-Blood Prince, came out in 2006. I remember that. So Raven must have read it and, like, told her about it already. Ugh. What the hell? Okay. He looked more young than he did in the future. Really? He had taken the iPod away and was listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song. What the hell is this anyway? He cackled meanly. I hoped you didn't find out that it was from another time. Whatever you do, don't blame Ebony, you jerk, Satan said. Yeah, seriously. She was just trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together, Sirius said deviantly. Be quiet, you Satanist, Dumbledore cockled. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. That will teach you to copulate into Great Hall. He changed the song onto iPod to a NSYNC song. Suddenly, I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly changing. Dumbledore didn't notice. You fucking poser, I muttoned. I bet you've never heard of GC, James said. No, I knew what the iPod was changing into. Morty McFly's Tin Machine. Shut up, Joms, Draco's dad shouted. Yeah, shut up, Snake said preppily. No, you shut up, Dumbledore, said Tom. I've had enough of you Satanists in my school, shouted Dumbledore. Dumbledore, spuriously. Suddenly, I grabbed the iPod from him. Everyone jump in before it's too late. I jumped into it, but only one other person jumped in. It was Satan. You dunderheads, screamed Dumbledore wisely as we went. I looked around. I was in the Slytherin common room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets. Take a shot. A black MCR corset and black stiletto boots with pink pentagrams on them. My earrings were black Satanist sins, and my raven hair was all around me to my
mid-back. Hey, cool, where is this? He asked in an emo voice. This is the future. Dumbledore's iPod that he tried to take away from me was also a time machine, I told him. Cool, what's an eye patch? He whimpered. What's an eye patch? He whimpered. It's something you use to listen to music, I yacked. OMFG, cool. Wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt? He asked in a sexy voice. I guess sand? I laid confusedly. Yeah, I was trying to make sure you were still the
same person. He triumphantly giggled. Thank you so much for the voice effects. Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. OMG, you're fucking alive, said Ginny, wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants, and a gothic black from first to last shirt. I explained to her why I was alive. Konnichiwa, bitch, said Willow. She was wearing a black corset, showing off her boobs, with lace all around it, and red stripes on it. With it, she was wearing a black leather mini skirt. Take another shot! Big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow, and black lipstick. Hey, motherfucker, said Diabolo with his red hair. He was wearing a black Panic at the Disco t-shirt and black baggy pants. Hey, who's that, Ebony? Bloody, I know, you're right. Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in wearing a black t-shirt with a red pentagram on it with lace on the bottom. Red letter pants with black lace and black stilettos. Oh, it's Satan, I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. Suddenly, Satan started to cry. Are you okay, Satan? I said concernedly. OMFG, you're from the future. What if you don't like me anymore because we're from different times? He asked. No, I still like you, I said sexily to him. Okay, he said reassuredly. I let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on my iPod while I was about to go outside to find out some things. I gave Diabolo a signal to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep. I took the iPod. I was about to walk outside. Professor Sinister ran in. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with pressing black stripes. Another shot! White and black striped tights and red Converse shoes. She was wearing lots of black eyeliner. Oh my fucking god, where's Draco? How did Snap get back here? I thought he was in Azerbaijan. The country Azerbaijan. I asked sadly. Ebony, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student, Trivoli said, reassuredly. That bitch. Did she also free Hagrid and Lupin? I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep. Yes, they are loose in the school. Dumbledore is back. Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their con man room, Trivoli said worriedly. Okay, but where's Draco? How come he was doing it with Snap? I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself, she said. OMG, that's terrible, I gasped. Satan was still asleep. so he couldn't tell what was going on. Then I said, listen, everyone, I have something impotent to do. In here, everyone stay. With that, I ran out. Good luck, Tara, everyone cried. I ran sexily down the stairs into the great hall, while the portraits looked around at me scaredly. There were hardly anyone else in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink shirt with flowers on it, a blue jeans skirt, Abercrombie and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram of those fucking preps, Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. You fucking bitch, I shouted angrily. No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort will totally kill you, she laughed. Crucius, I shouted, selectively pontificating my black wand, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically. No, help me, please, Brittany screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand, I saw the video camera Snape and Lupin had used to take the video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig onto it. When I continued to roam down the stairs with the camera, when I reached the Great Hall, I saw Vampire Potter. OMG Vampira, I yelled. Huh. I yielded. I'm so tired, I'm reading it correctly. Like, I'm not reading it wrong on purpose anymore. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around him were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. He was wearing a black leather Jackson leather pants, a Panic at the Disco concert shirt, and his black Converse shoes. She's never gonna spell Converse right. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. Did you ever hear that song, The River? It rocks. I was so worried you died, moaned Vampire. I know, but I'm a vampire, lol. When I woke up, it was back in 1980. So anyway, I bought Voldemort from when he was young with me. Where's Draco? I asked spuriously. Draco? You mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? Vampire snarkled with anger in his sexy voice. I know, but we have to find him, I said, smarty. I'll do it, Den, Harry said angstily. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out, and then the dork Mork appeared. Oh, my fucking Satan, Harry shouted. I think Voldemort has arrived, I said anxiously. Fuck, I have to find Draco. I guess we should separate. Okay, Vampire said, disapparating. Sadly, I ran to the Great Hall. Home stretch, y'all! Chapter 43. I think after this, I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters, thanks to all my reviewers, not Das Flamers. If you flamed sis story, then you suck. If you flamed in, fuck you. I walked sexily into the Great Hall. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly Blom in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy black pants. He had a slit his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape, but I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way with his red eyes and his pale white face. Draco, are you okay? I asked. I'm not okay, he screamed depressedly. I thought of the MCR song, and I got even more depressed because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette, and he started to smoke it. Oh, Draco, why did you do that with that fucking bastard Snape? I said tearfully. Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris were paraded into the room. They didn't see us. I'm so glad me and Snape were freed, said Lupin. Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students, Mr. Norris agreed. Pop Agilum, I yielded angrily, pointing my wand at them. No! Lupin shouted as chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking perv, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is or I'm going to torture you. I don't know where he is, said Lupin. Suddenly Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really. Oh my Satan, we were so worried about you guys, Vampire said. I looked sexily at Draco with his gothic red eyes, with contacts. Black t-shirt, take another shot, and said 666 on it and pale skin like Gerard Way. Vampire with his sexy black hair and red eyes, just like Frank Iero, and Satan who looked just like Brandon Urie then. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket, and then I began Frenching Draco sexily. Lupin gasped. Draco began to take off all my clothes, and I could see his white sex pack. Then Vampire took his own clothes off too. And oh, we're finally getting the throuple. We're getting a three-way. Vampire is no longer a cuck. We all began to making out together sexily. I took off my black leather bra, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes. Everyone took out their Glocks, except me, because I'm a girl, lol. Oh, my Satan Draco, I screamed, as he put his hardness in my thingy. Then he did the same thing to Harry. I began making out with Satan, and he joined us. OMS, cried Vampire. Oh, Vampire. Oh, Vampire, I screamed. Oh, Satan, yelled Harry in pleasure. Thought he was Vampire, girly. Lupin watched in shock. We took turns doing torture curses on him because we were all sadists. Suddenly, a big black car that said 666 on the license plate flew straight through the windows, and Snap was in it. Chapter 44. Well, I have nothing to say, but everyone stop glamming, okay? If any gothic people are reading this, then you rock. Oh my god, I still can't wait for the movie. Tom Felton is so hot. Lol, I hope Harry will become gothic, cause my friend told me he is really emo in this book. OMG, I'm leaving W pretty soon. Can't wait. This will probably be the last chapter until I come back. That's me car, shooted Draco angrily, but suddenly it was revealed who was in the car. It was Snape. I shall free you, Lupin, but first you must help me kill these idiotic dunderheads. What is this insult? Dunderhead. He said cruelly from the car as it flew circumemsizing above us. Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. She spelled her own name correctly, everyone. Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway, you must be killed. Den the Dork Lord shall never die. You fucking prep, yelled Draco. Then he looked at me sadly. I forgot to tell you, Ebony, Snape made me do it to him. I didn't really have sex with him, but he's a rapist. We all put our clothes on quickly, except Satan. He was so scared. But Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with gren eyes, no nose, a gray robe, and white skin. He had changed into Voldemort. I knew who thou were all along. He cackled evilly and sarcastically at me. Now I shall kill thee all. Thunder came into room. No, please don't kill us, pleaded Vampire. Suddenly Willow, Bloody Mary, Diabolo, Ginny, Dracula, Fred, and George, Hagrid, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Sirius, and Lucian all ran in. My god. What is the meaning of this? Dumbledore asked all angrily, and Voldemort looked away, because Dumbledore was the only wizard he's scared of. He did a spell, and suddenly his broomstick came to him sexily. Voldemort flew above the roof, evilly on his broomstick. Oh my goth, Slugborn gasped. Get it? 'Cause I'm gothic. The Dark Lord shall kill you, all of you. Then you must submit to him, Snape ejaculated menacingly. You fucking preps, Sirius shouted angrily. I knew a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciatus, screamed Harry, but the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. It fell down. Snap quickly crawled out of it, picked up the video camera. Oh my fucking god, I cried because the video of me in the bathroom, and the video of me doing it with Draco, and the video of Satan doing it with... If you kill me, then these videos will be shown to everyone in the skull. Then you can be just like the gothic girl Paris Hilton. He laughed meanly. No, I screamed. FYI, I have the picture of you doing it with Lupin. What's she talking about? Lupin slurped as he sat in chains. I saw, too, she's gonna show everyone the picture, Harry showed angrily. Shut up, Lumpkin roared. Foolish ignoramuses, yielded Voldemort from his broomstick. Thou shalt all die soon. Thank you for fucking muggle. Thank you, you fucking think again. I'm dying. You fucking muggle poser, Harry yelled, and then he and Diablo and Navel both took out black guns, but Voldemort took out his own one. You guys are in a Latin standoff, I shouted despairingly. Acco Neville's wand, cried Voldemort, and suddenly Neville's wand was in his hands. Now I shall kill thee all, and Ebony, you will die. He made lightning come all over the place. Save us, Ebony, Dumbledore cried. I cried sexually. I wanted to go to the common room and slit my wrists with my friends while we watched Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2 and do it with Draco, but I knew I had to do something more impotent. Abracadabra, I shouted. Note from Midnight Essence. God, that's a stupid username. Throwback Thursday 2009. So that was my last update of My Immortal that I know of. Hold on, sorry. Okay. So that was the last update of My Immortal that I know of. I hope you all enjoyed that. I logged back into this account to laugh at my old fan fiction with my friends, mainly Neverending Night, the stupid Twilight fic I wrote when I was 11. Bless you. No, we love the dumb fics that we wrote as children. And saw that you were all still viewing this and commenting on it so many years later. That's pretty amazing. I'm sure the original author appreciates it. Well, bye now. I hope you never read something as awful as My Immortal ever again. Oh, Sheep, I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for the redeem. I will get the next redeem ready. And the world has never seen what Sheep wrote ever. The world has seen what it's still out there on fanfiction.net. My old fanfics are still out there. Ugh, the idea of it horrifies me. Holy shit. Holy shit, is he actually still on? Because, like, I never get to raid Wakey. I never get to raid Wakey. He always ends before I get to raid him. So if he's still on, we are going to fucking raid Wakey. Yeah, we're raiding Wakey. Alright, y'all. We're gonna make this fast because I don't know if he's gonna end soon. He's been on for 6.5 hours. He's playing Fallout New Vegas. I fucking love Wakey. You guys will too. He's an amazing, fun streamer. He's hilarious. He plays a lot of fun. He plays a lot of really story-focused games, which I feel like a lot of big streamers don't do that. So he's like one of the few out there who's like got a decent-sized following. He's like a full-time content creator, and he plays story games. Like, that's his focus. Also, his community's really fun. He's fun. Yeah, so go show some Fallout New Vegas love to Wakey. I will see you all next Sunday. I will let you all know when I'm feeling ready to come back to my 3 days a week. But right now, it's a lot of pressure at work, and I need all the time that I can to decompress. And next Sunday, we will get back to Blair Witch. We will be streaming Blair Witch until we finish it. I love you all. Kisses. Good night.